We're joined today by Julian Woodcock, Managing Director of Viking Mines. Julian, thanks for your time.
Hey David, good to be here.
Firstly, the vanadium market, not a well-known market to many investors. You're clearly in it and close to it. What are you seeing and what are the opportunities being presented?
I think it's a really good question. The vanadium market, look, predominantly and historically has been used in the steel sector. It's a hardening agent, and that's set to continue all the time going forwards. However, the real growth sector within it is the vanadium batteries, the vanadium redox flow battery. There's really big movements in this to be growing substantially, and as recently as last year in 2023, China announced a series of factories they're planning on constructing immediately, which have an output which will require or consume 90% of the current amount of vanadium that's produced each year. So this is a real strong growth outlook for the commodity, which we expect to see by as recent as 2030. We should see a requiring of doubling of current production.
Now, looking at your project in particular, the cane grass project in Western Australia continues to kick goals and add value.
Yeah, this project's been exceeding our expectations since we commenced working on it at the end of 2022. In the last 12 months, we've had a number of key successes. We undertook a large drill program in the middle of the year. That saw us deliver a very large in-ground resource of close to 150 million tonnes. For us, that's an exceptional amount of tonnes, but it would be like a 100-year mine life. We don't need that much to carry the project forward. So in order to focus on the potential economics of the project, we undertook a pit optimisation study earlier this year. We threw at its current commodity prices, the current mining costs and the like, the recoveries we determined from the metallurgical test work. And I'm really pleased to say it was extremely positive output. We delivered a resource within constrained pits of around 60 million tonnes. And importantly, one of those pits is at the main deposit called Fold Nose. That delivered 39 million tonnes in one single pit, a large pit. That's the focus that we'll be looking to carry on going forward.
Looking forward, what's the program and what should investors be focusing on?
Yes, so that moves nicely off what I just mentioned. So the Fold Nose pit, the primary focus now will be to increase the resource confidence. So we're currently at an inferred resource. We'll infill drill that to get to indicated. We're fully funded to do all that work. It's probably only about $500,000 worth of expenditure. Our current cash is over 4.4 million. And then we'll undertake some additional metallurgical test work and collect the data that we require to be able to move this project either into a scoping study, or depending on the results we receive, we may even bypass scoping study and go straight to pre-feasibility.
And importantly, the project is well endowed with infrastructure.
Yeah, look, we're very privileged where we're located. We're only 6 hours from Perth. We've got bitumen roads within 20 kilometres of the project. There's actually a historic producing vanadium mine to the east of us, which is on care and maintenance. So they've got a whole set of infrastructure there. It means there's gas pipelines in place. And we're less than 4 hours, or about 4 hours drive to Port of Geraldton. So infrastructure is an extremely strong component for us. I'd like to mention that we've got peer groups in the area. So Australian Vanadium, probably one of the most advanced projects on the ASX. They're a 130 mil market cap company. Surefire Resources, another project that's moved through a pre-feasibility study is east of us. They're about a 20 mil market cap. But Viking at the moment is sitting at about 10 or 11 mil market cap. So I think there's an opportunity for investors to move forwards if they're invested in Viking.
A strong market outlook, a tier 1 project in a quality location, exciting times ahead for Viking and shareholders. Thanks for your time.
Thanks very much, David.